Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about dance moms again. First of all, I just want to say Nia is a badass dancer. Nia is lit. She's a beautiful girl. She's an amazing actor, such an inspiration. So all this video is not to discredit Nia at all. It's just to highlight how much obstacles she had to overcome to get to the point she is right now. So let's get into it. First thing that I felt was a bit racist and questionable about the show is it felt like Nia was the token black girl. Because who remembers when Nia done the Shaquisha dance, whatever it was called, this one I posted. In season 1 we see Abby's ignorance, because Abby said that Nia is an African American girl, so I need to teach her more ethnic dances. And does she give her a beautiful Zulu traditional dance to get a specialist to come in, or does she give Nia a song where she's dancing over the rhythm and blues of some classical artist? No, she doesn't. But the fact that Abby said that was an ethnic dance just shows how much she feels about people who look like me.
Nia is African American, and I'm trying to teach her different ethnic dances.
She made Nia wear animal print with an afro. And Holly was so right about what she said. She said, how come all the other white girls get these beautiful custom-made dresses and all this stuff, and I have to get my daughter a afro and animal print?
I would like for Nia to be beautiful and not stereotyped. Why she's always depicting this Afro-American looking thing that, yeah, and why?
Another thing is, who remembers when Nia had these beautiful braids in her hair? Just as a black person, you know that protective hairstyles are so important. I know from people who've worked in the dance industry, being a black girl and having to straighten your hair, tie your hair, do all these things, you can't do the same things that all these white girls do, like all these type of hairstyles. Hell no, we cannot do them. So a protective style will really help. And I remember Abby making fun of Nia for her hairstyle.
I can believe whatever I want. I stand on my credentials and my knowledge. That's something you can never take away.
Then fix this hair, because it's wrong.
And once you fix your hair, and fix your face and your body and everything else.
Holly, fucking, like, Nia, you're so lucky to have a mom like Holly. Holly came to her defense saying, I got these braids approved, she needs it, and it's so hard. Like, all these hairstyles are so damaging to her hair. Our hair is not formulated like you white people's hair are formulated. Holly did admit that she said Nia felt like sometimes she was the only one. I will say a clip here.
Walked into the studio, how Nia's face just lit up. And it wasn't because there's a new dancer. She lit up because, wow, there's another one of me here. There was another black person there.
I agree. I said from the very beginning, Nia did light up Nakaya into the studio because there are times that she feels like she's the only one. There are things that are just unique and different, like as simple as her hair. That's a big issue for Nia. And so I think that's a wonderful thing. And although I will say it was great for Nia to have someone who I think she could relate to on some.
When another girl of color came into the dance studio, she was so happy. It was because she felt like the only one. And yes, she had friends and all that, but none of them can relate to the stuff that black girls go to when they have to talk about racism. And none of these girls have faced racism, as we tell years or later when Kalani is talking about Trump. And black people, you can just relate more on, because especially with deeper issues such as race and racism, you can have a deeper, meaningful conversation with them. And of course, white allies are all over the place, but they could be an ally, but it's hard to understand if nobody has had that lived experience. So when she saw another black girl of color, she was so happy and elated because it was someone else he could relate to. I feel like the season 5 was very telling of the mum's ignorance, but the start of that was when the Rosa Parks dance came into fruition. So anyone who knows Rosa Parks, she is an iconic black woman who refused to give up her seat for a white counterpart, and she stood up for her rights and stood up for the rights of other black people. But Abby was saying, Nia, don't think you deserve to get this dance. So Jill said to Abby, I really think my daughter should get this dance.
I know that the role of Rosa Parks hasn't been assigned to any of the dancers yet. If she's not going to cast Nia, it might as well be Kendall. You actually asked her for that part. Kendall never had a special part, people. I think every one of your kids has. We think you should go down and say, you know what? I think I was mistaken. I don't think that this would be a good part for Kendall. I think Nia fits this role. I don't understand why these moms are so upset over this. Here's an opportunity for my child to have a lead role, and it's driving them crazy.
This girl, what? She get to play Rosa Parks. This girl should get to play Rosa Parks. Make it make sense, because right now common sense is not really common to me right now. So it might be just me tripping, but she wanted her daughter, and all the other moms like, sis, just play stupid, say you didn't know. And then when Jill came down, she was like, oh, the other moms are making me do this. And Abby was like, why? You just made your daughter lose an opportunity. Bro, Rosa Parks was black. It's not like she's a made up character where you can change her race because she's not real. Rosa Parks was a beautiful black queen. Not this. She's pretty, she's beautiful, but not this. So that's where the mum's ignorance started. And then I think it was season 5 or season 4, one of them, where Nia started singing and started doing her own thing because Abby was not showing her attention. So Holly, as a freaking G'd up mum, took matters into her own hands. Abby sabotaged Nia in a big Hollywood interview and was just saying, no, she's not good. Even though the producer said her audition was amazing, she embarrassed this young girl in front of producers because she was not happy. And I will never forget in the season finale reunion, obviously I have to change up the audio because of copyright, but when all the other mums were bashing Holly, saying she's aggressive, she's this, when your dance teacher is giving your children emotional abuse, oh no, and you call my queen Holly aggressive when your dance teacher has psychologically abused your kids for years. But when Holly takes opportunities to make her child go to the next step, you say, nah, Holly, you're doing too much.
Of the moms here, I think Holly, in my mind, has changed the most. Totally, totally different. She's no longer a Pittsburgh mom, and she's all Hollywood, off and running.
Make it make sense, because common sense right now is not really common to these people. And what I would not forget is when Holly got really frustrated and she was about to walk up and she's like, this is inappropriate, especially when the mom started talking about Nia missing school. And obviously Holly, I don't know if she still is now, but Holly was or is a high school head teacher, so obviously education is so important to her. She's a badass mom, and all the moms trying to just go like, Nia doesn't go to school, Nia doesn't go to school. So obviously it will not just impact her ego, but it will also impact her job, saying her daughter's not going to school, which she clearly has gone to school, but she's going to UCLA. She didn't have to pay anybody to go to UCLA. And what really ticked off was when Abby said this. She said, bye Felicia.
My mummy says you hate foreigners.
No.
as a way to be derogatory towards her. Like, bye black girl, bye black bitch, black. Pretty much saying that, yeah, bye ghetto black girl. And Holly is the opposite of ghetto. Holly is the queen. So many other examples of not just Abby's ignorance, but also some of the other mums. I remember, I cannot find the clip, but Dance Mom stands out there, you probably be able to know this clip. Is towards the end of when the OG girls were on Dance Mom. I think this was towards the, when they moved to LA, I think around season 7, and they were doing a slave dance. And the mums, I remember Cameron's mum and Holly were talking about racism and saying, hey, we get followed around and when we go to shops by the security because they think we're gonna steal something. And then the mum's like, but we live in America and America's not racist. Imagine white women telling you with their rich husbands who are white also that America's not racist because we live in America and I never see racism. I like you, so no, we're not racist. Great, Carol. Thanks. Now when the police told me to shut the fuck up, I'll just be like, hey, don't say that, buddy. We're not racist here. Alright. But this is pretty much the end of the video. My final conclusion is I want to say Holly is what I want to be when I'm older, how a mum should be. She always defended Nia, she always taught Nia lessons, she always spoke. I remember when the Rosa Parks what's it called, dance was on, she explained to Nia like what the importance of this dance was. She made sure her daughter got the opportunities that she deserved. Even though Nia was put in the back pedal, we saw in the final season that she freaking won. And let's not forget Nia's WAP dance. I believe all Abby shows have been cancelled right now, and that's a tragic shame. Like, not gonna lie, I never watched, I think season 8, season 9. I'm sure it was iconic, but it was the OG girls for me. And yeah, bye Abby, bye. See you later, girl. Bye, 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 bye.